Ni kweli kwamba what happened on 25th June last month is very saddening. For a mob to invade a cereal boat and steal over 7,000 bags of fertilizer is not a small thing. We know our government is very much concerned on ensuring there is food security in our country, and that the boat is playing that very crucial role so far. So we are really very much concerned, and we are doing everything at our side to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to book. Indeed, on that day, ningependa kusema kwamba maandamano ilianza kama saa 4:30 hivi asubuhi, ambapo waandamanaji walikuwa wanaonekana wako na at least some peace. But ilipofika kitu kama saa 4:30 hivi, wakaanza kuwa rioters, na hapo sasa nikaweza kupata simu kutoka pale kwa NCPB depot manager akisema angetaka usaidizi tuwe na security karibu pale, maana nilikuwa nimeweka security yangu around Maua, because in many cases whenever there is a demonstration in Maua town, our aim is to block all entries to make sure that demonstrators do not access the town. So I sent a small detachment there to oversee the security of the premise. Na baadaye mimi mwenyewe nikaanza kufuata, nikafika pale na nikapata Mr. Sangoro, the manager, na tukaweza kuongea na yeye ili aweze akafunga hiyo premise to ensure that there is safety, na kama kutakuwa na vita kati ya polisi na waandamanaji wasije wakapatikana kwa shida. So wakafunga na wakaenda. Ilipofika kitu kama saa 7 hivi, ikawa waandamanaji wote ambao walikuwa wamekusanyika hii town, ikaonekana nia yao ilikuwa ni kuvamia cereal board peke yake na CDF. So wenye walikuwa wanajaribu kuchoma CDF waka retreat, wenye walikuwa kwa soko pale wakisumbua pia waka retreat, na wote waka converge pale kwa cereal board, ambapo tulikuwa na over 3,000 people, vijana kwa wingi. So hapo tukaanza kujaribu kuwasukuma nyuma, tukitumia tear gas, tukitumia risasi, patikawa sasa waandamanaji wakazidi. So tukiwa pale, wakati tumeona hiyo crowd haitaki kusikia mawaidha yetu ya kurudi na kutawanyika, tukaanza kutumia tear gas ya kutupa na mkono na ya kurusha na bunduki, na ikasaidia kidogo, waka retreat. But after some time tena wakaenda pale wakasanyana, na ikawa sasa hiyo crowd kept on increasing and multiplying. Ndio nikaweza kuitisha reinforcement kutoka kwa my county commander kule Meru, ambapo nikaweza kupata reinforcement moja ya chief youth officers ambao walikuwa mahali kwingine, wakaelezwa wakuja hapa kunisaidia. So biha wakakuja, lakini walipokuwa njiani pia wakiingia Maua, barabara zote zilikuwa zimefungwa na mawe na imewashwa na tires everywhere. So hata magari kumove ilikuwa ni challenge, because mpaka utoe mawe na kuna moto inawaka. So hao pia wakasumbuliwa, gari yao ikaweza kupikwa mawe, lakini baadaye wakafika na tukasaidiana, and we kept on pushing and pulling for several hours mpaka ikafika mahali fulani. Hiyo umati sasa ikazingira hiyo building, wakaanza kukata kupitia nyuma hata mlango mbele, na hapo baraji kaanza. Ikawa sasa tunapikana nao, tunafukuzana na ile pikipiki walikuwa nasafirisha, but actually the crowd was overwhelming. What I really want to say, nimesikia kuna watu wanasema there was police in action kidogo hapo kusukumana na watu, but I can tell you the crowd that was there as a police county commander was overwhelming. Nobody expected such a turnout. and our investigation revealed that the neighboring sub-counties ambao wamekaribia Maua walisimamisha maandamano yao na wapangaji wakasikizana walete maandamano yao Maua town. So imagine hapa ndio ilikuwa ina host waandamanaji ya sub-county kama Kangeta, sub-county kama Lare, sub-county kama Ikembe Central, hata Tekania. Hao wote waliweza kuconverge in this particular town alone. So it was very difficult containing them, but nevertheless we tried our best. So what I would like to say ni kwamba uchunguzi inaendelea and it's being headed by our TTA hapa in Maua, and so far we have managed to recover 90 bags of fertilizer, and we have arrested 8 suspects, including 4 motorcyclists and 1 vehicle which was used to transport these fertilizers during that day. And our investigations are keeping on widening, and we intend to continue until we bring all the suspects to book, because we cannot accept this such an issue to happen in our town. As I have said, food security is the pillar of every sub-county, every county, and every county. So we shall continue night and day until we ensure all the concerned people, the planners, the financiers are brought to book, especially those ones. Despite all this happening, our happiness is just one, that day we did not lose a single human life in spite of all those confrontation. But actually on our side of police, 9 of us were injured by stoning, and in fact one of them was seriously injured, also including me. I was stoned and I was rushed to Maua Methodist Hospital, where I was treated and discharged, and we continued to fight. So it was not really a simple thing, but thank God no life was lost on our side despite being injured, as well as on the side of the demonstrators.
In the morning we came and opened the store, opened the office. We were at work, only to reach it was around 11 o'clock when I heard that there were people trying to do some demos out there, and all of a sudden there's a group of youths that were demonstrating along the road, the Maua Meru road, and they were not so much in large numbers initially, so they were just whistling and going plying this road from Maua to Meru. And then later on we realized that the numbers were growing, and this time round they came around singing NCPB. They were singing Serial Body. Then we realized that there would be some problems thereafter. So what I did, I called the OCPD. Initially I called the DCC, Mr. Atonui, who was away in Embu. So he gave me the number of the OCPD, and immediately I called the OCPD. We talked, and he told me fine, he was aware of some demos that people had already started doing, and they were on an alert, and he even came around just to confirm whether I'd closed the doors and the gate, of which I answered in the affirmative, because we realized we had to close those parts, because we knew in case they are targeting this place, it was risky for us to leave the doors open. Thereafter we realized the numbers had really grown up, and we were told that they had attacked an eatery around. So that even sent us into fear. Then all of a sudden they came in now in a rushy way, pelting stones, and started throwing stones at the store, on the roof and on the sides. Little did we know, even they wouldn't take time on the gate. They came with flying kicks, pushing the gate, and managed to get in. They got in. They in a very short time, they had already cut down the padlock. I don't know. This means they were well prepared. They were well prepared because I didn't expect that they would just get in that simple. In that initial stage, they had already picked some of our fire extinguishers. So we picked the few that had remained, about 6, and hid them somewhere else. Now, after this, the police were chasing them. When they have gone to the other side, they still come back, and in numbers. So all of a sudden, they came back and broke the second padlock and got into the store. Shortly after, I saw the fertilizer being hauled outside the stores, and that continued. I frantically called the police, the OCPD, to tell him that they had attacked and they were already carrying our fertilizer. They continued until the police came. They came in like three contingents, and then they tried to disperse them. But this time round, it was a fierce fight. They were really fighting. The police tried to tear gas them, but they would still throw back the tear gases and all that, and it became so messy. Generally, we've lost a lot here because in this block here, we had cereals like green grams, our nafaka rice, and we had these nutritional animal products that was stolen from that office. Then on the other side, and before we go to the other side, our office equipments. That includes our desktops, our laptops, the printers, scanners, the files and cabinets, desks, chairs that include the executive chair were all taken away. Going to the store. In our stores, that's the warehouse, we had our fertilizers that were stolen, and in that store we had the planting, both planting and the top dressing fertilizers.